Sanctum Showdown Surge is here in Marvel Snap, and if you want to consistently win and get the new card as fast as possible, these are the 3 decks you should be using right away. Hey, what's up everybody? Kicker of Elves here. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day wherever you're at. We've got a brand new limited time game mode in Marvel Snap, Sanctum Showdown Surge. Today I'm going to be going over the 3 best decks for you to hit the ground running and just breeze through that rewards track so you can get the new card as fast as possible, or if you're springing for that premium pass, clear out all those rewards as soon as you can. Now, what's going on with Sanctum Showdown Surge? So this is still very similar to the original Sanctum Showdown, where you're trying to win specific locations, and it enables the kinds of decks that you typically don't see on ladder. You still need 16 points to win the game. There's going to be a marked location that is going to be worth more points versus the off locations. That's all the same, but the big changes here is that with Surge, each game starts where you have 4 cards in hands and 4 energy. And at the start of each turn, beginning at turn 1 versus turn 3 in the original Sanctum Showdown, there's going to be a Sanctum marked and you're going to start scoring. So the Sanctum is going to be worth 2 points on turn 1, and the other locations are going to be 1 point each. Sanctum is worth 3 points on turn 2, and the Sanctum is worth 5 points from turn 3 onward. So this is likely going to speed up the game quite a bit, and then the other locations are also worth 2 points from turn 2 onward. So things are going to be sped up pretty quickly here is my anticipation, but having that initial extra energy at the start is going to let you just kind of lean all the way into your strategy. So the cards that are still very good in Sanctum Showdown are still going to be good in the Surge variant here, but you're going to be coming at things from a totally different angle of approach here. The decks I'm going to go over today, this one is from Den over at Marvel Snap Zone. Going to link to that article as well, so you can check out some more commentary there if you don't want to just watch videos. But Surge Turn 1 Doom 2099 is what I'm calling this. So this is based on, because we start with 4 energy, just trying to get things going with a Doom 2099 on turn 1. If you can start by playing Doom 2099 and then just ramp out, or not even ramp, just go with your natural energy of playing one of these big cards per turn, you're going to be in a really strong position. Onslaught onto your Iron Man, or onto a Claw, or on your Doom bots. Even if you don't hit the ground running with Doom 2099 on turn 1, Iska, Jubilee, or Iron Lad are all phenomenal turn 1 plays. Getting an Iska down, Iska is going to be really strong in this mode because she's just going to be a constant threat. She's going to be ramping, stealing off locations. Another thing that's really important with Sanctum Showdown, even in the Surge variant, is to remember, even if you don't win, each time you win one of those locations really helps you increase your speed on the rewards track. It's not all or nothing like Grand Arena, for example, where you either win and get the 10 experience or lose and get the 5 experience. Losing 15 to 16, for example, is going to help you a lot more than if you just check out on turn 1 and be like, oh, I lost the first Sanctum, it's all over. You still want to put that effort in there. But with this list, we're going for, again, big things. You got the thing for Fantastic Four First Steps to help see a location, Onslaught Iron Man to hold things down. Vision is another incredible card in this mode because you can just continue to move him back and forth. And even though Fin Fang Foom did see a pretty substantial nerf at the end of last month, he's still going to be a very relevant card in this mode. So this list is pretty cool. Another list I'm really excited about that I think you'll enjoy too is this is from our friends over at Fourth Location. Scott and Lauren are doing incredible work over there. I'm going to link the article where this deck is featured below so you can get the deck code and just check out more from them. Really fantastic stuff. A new card to the Sanctum Showdown world is Techno-Organic Virus. And if you've been playing a lot of ladder recently, you've probably seen this card stomping around quite a bit. And it's going to be really strong on the Sanctum Showdown mode as well, because it enables us to play really big cards like Starbrand, like Ares, like Gamora, even Enchantress to turn off other people's Techno-Organic Viruses, and then just keep things going with Techno-Organic Virus across there. Stegground knocking stuff around. You do have to be mindful of things like you don't necessarily want to hit your vision, so move him out of the way. But you're looking at Enchantress saying like, okay, maybe that turns off their Techno-Organic Virus. What about mine? Even if you turn off a Techno-Organic Virus location, if you play that again there, you're not going to reset the scaling. It's still going to track that, oh, they've played this card 2 times previously, so I'm going to give +3. It's really, really strong. Wilson Fisk is another card that is, brand new, but is going to have a big impact on this mode just because we want to be ramping out the highest power characters as soon as we can. And if at any point you have the highest power or are tied for it, Wilson Fisk is going to be a really strong play. So even that with the Scar finisher, because we're playing such large bodies and then doing techno-organic virus stuff on top of it, you're going to be able to get a Scar out nice and early. And if you can snap, increase the stakes, and just win outright, that's the best way to go. So both of these lists, very fun. But there's one list that if you've watched these videos before, you know I keep coming back to. And I still think this list is the absolute best one to be playing in Sanctum Showdown. We'll have to see how it does in the Surge variant, but I feel extremely positive about this just because of its sheer go-wide potential. And that's, once again, the Goat Zoo. This precise list comes from 4th Location as well. Check out the link in the description for the deck code. The thing about this that I'm still struggling with is I want to try and find a way to get Drax Avatar of Life in here. Drax Avatar of Life, like Hydra Bob, like Techno-Organic Virus, like Shanna, like Stegron, we have all of these Sanctum Showdown goats in here. Yes, the Guardians are very strong too, they're relevant, but I feel this deck, if we were able to get Drax in here, has like the Mount Rushmore of Sanctum Showdown strong cards. But what this list is trying to do is you have the go wide potential with Shanna, with Squirrel Girl, Marvel Boy consistently buffing things up, so you're simultaneously going to be able to contest the Sanctum location. And if you get the rhythm going right with Hydra Bob, and you can just keep snapping him away from an off location, try to move him into the Sanctum main location, you're going to be able to keep that momentum. And with this, even if you're not always winning the Sanctum, you're going to consistently be winning both of the off locations. And then when it's time for you to really put, emphasis down, you can throw down a big Gilgamesh. You can lean into your created cards from Shanna, from Squirrel Girl to bring out a very cheap Mockingbird. Kazar buffing your entire board. Marvel Boy continuing to buff everything. And then Techno-Organic Virus on top of everything. On top of a 1/5 Black Cat getting buffed from Marvel Boy up to a 1/6. That's insane. This list, time and time again, has been the one that I keep coming back to just because, I was going to say just because it's so easy. It's not necessarily just turn your brain off and it works like magic, but it's very straightforward in what you're trying to do. You're not playing 5-dimensional chess and figuring out, okay, I got to get my super giant down here because Gambit Horseman of Death is going to go off on turn 6. And none of that. It's like, let's get bodies on the board. Let's buff those bodies with Techno-Organic Virus, with Marvel Boy, with Kazar, with Blue Marvel, and then when I need to steal a single location when Dave snapped, Gilgamesh Mockingbird, Stegron Mockingbird, snap the Hydra Bob into there, and then play an expensive Techno-Organic Virus just so you continue to buff up that location and the off locations. This list has proven across Sanctum Showdown to be the one that just puts up a ton of threat. The only place I'm scratching my head is I want to say, cutting Electra feels like it might be the way, but there's going to be so many one costs that being able to just snipe out their own Black Cat, their Hydra Bob is going to be very valuable. But I want Drax Avatar of Life. He was incredible in the last Sanctum mode, and he's going to be incredible here. So with that, those are my 3 recommendations for the top list to hit the ground running. You're going to play these lists right away. You're going to have a great advantage over players that are still trying to settle in. Sanctum Showdown Surge is a new game mode, but you just need to continue to use the lessons you learned from the previous Sanctum Showdown and what you've learned here to just absolutely crush things and get that card as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I don't think what's its name, Ikari is a very good card, but it is a good card to get out of your pool. Any card that's free is worth having, and I guess after Ascani sent a Mother Ascani last month, they kind of had to give us a stinker. It's a bummer, but it's still going to be great to get a new Series 4 card. Who knows? Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe it flicks the new best deck in the game. I don't think so. I'm rambling. Thank you all very much for watching. If you want more limited time game mode guides, card reviews that understand the value of tokens in your account, weekly meta reports, deck guides, everything you need to increase your rank in Marvel Snap, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment. I do love reading all the comments on my videos, even if you don't want to talk about Marvel Snap, even if you're just like, hey, I finally started reading One Piece, I don't like it. I'm here for that. I like One Piece. I'm still trying to catch up. Super rambling now. Time to sign off. I'm Kicker of Elves. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.